Moving to any country that is not your home country can be difficult. And today, what I want to talk to you about is the top relocation challenges for individuals that are moving to Serbia. Now, with every country, there's going to be their positives and negatives, or pros and cons, should I say. But today we're going to dive into the top ones that we see and the ones that I've experienced with myself and other people when it comes to moving from Serbia from other countries. So let's dive right into this right now. So the first and foremost is going to be the language barrier. Serbia not only has a very difficult language that needs to be spoken and is very demanding of learning while you're in Serbia, even though English is the second language here, you're not going to find everyone will speak English to you. The second part is that in Serbia that we have two official alphabets here. We have the Latin alphabet and we also have the Cyrillic alphabet. And so when you are going out throughout Serbia, you will see signs on the roads posted both in Latin and Cyrillic. You'll go to restaurants. Some restaurants will have Latin menus. Some will have the Cyrillic menus. Some will have, but very little, will have them also in English. Now, like I mentioned, we do speak English here in Serbia. Usually it's with the younger generation that will speak English here, and English is taught in school. But like the good old saying goes, if you don't use it, you lose it, and many are a lot more comfortable speaking their native tongue than they are English. Now, another one that you're going to notice is that the bureaucratic process here, which is the second part, is very challenging to deal with when it comes to newcomers. When you go to the any sort of government office, they're not going to tell you exactly what needs to be done. It's almost like you need to figure it out for yourself, or that you should know how the processes are for yourself and what needs to be done. For instance, if you're looking for temporary residency, they're not going to tell you you need to get insurance, you need to what the different avenues are for temporary residency and how to apply them, where to go, how to file your paperwork, what needs to be original copies, what needs to be notarized, so on and so forth. And at the same time, when you do go to government offices, very little will they speak English to you. A lot of the times the documents that you get are in Cyrillic, so if you don't know how to speak Cyrillic or read Cyrillic, you will have to have a translator for you, and depending on the translator, you're going to have to pay them as well. And that's something that we do help with our clients here at Relocation Serbia, is helping with the bureaucratic processes. Also understanding what taxes you need to pay and how much these taxes are, where they're paid, what photos you need, what sizes you need. All these things come into place when you're applying for any sort of government service around here in Serbia. The third item on the list here when it comes to challenges relocating to Serbia is that the housing and accommodation side of things. Now, unlike Canada and United States, where you can go to a condo board or an apartment complex and just simply rent an apartment, here in Serbia, there is really no such thing as that. You're mostly going to be renting it out from an owner who owns that apartment or house, and you're going to have to negotiate the terms of the lease on that, the prices that you're going to be paying monthly. Are your utilities included? Are they not included? And again, if you are a temporary resident, or if you're just a tourist here in Serbia, you're not going to be able to set up your own cable. You're not going to be able to set up your own internet. So you're going to have to talk to your landlord and understand if that's something that they're willing to do for you while you're staying at their residence. With that said, it's also going to be difficult depending on what city you're staying in. If you're moving into Belgrade, which is the capital of Serbia, you're going to have a very challenging time finding something that's, one, affordable, because typically everyone that comes to Serbia stays in Belgrade because it is the capital. There's a lot more economical progress there. There's a lot more expats or people that are coming from all over the world and staying there. At the same time, we have, over the past 3 to 4 years, had a huge influx of people coming in from Russia and Ukraine here, which have driven up the rent prices so that it's becoming a lot more difficult for people that are coming to Serbia looking for somewhere else, somewhere to stay. So that's why people are moving to Novi Sad, which is where we are located, but we also serve all of Serbia. So you can go down to Kragujevac, you can go down to Niš, you can go to Pančevo or Subotica, which is close to the Hungarian border. All depends on what you're looking to do while you're here in Serbia, what you're looking to experience, and that's something that we can help with here at Relocation Serbia. The next one is healthcare system. Now, while the public healthcare system in Serbia is very great, if you are not a citizen of Serbia, you're more likely than not going to require to get health insurance, and then you're going to be limited as to where you can go for your health care services. Now, if you're just simply a tourist here looking to settle down, you're going to be looking to get something that is located at a private hospital. And there's some great private hospitals in Belgrade. There's a great private hospital here in Novi Sad. And they're very reasonably priced as well. In some of the private hospitals that we've been in and that we've sent people to, the services there are much better than what you would experience in Canada or United States, for that matter. The food is much better. The quality of service is much better. They actually care about you, not just put you through a process like you would experience in Canada. So those are some of the differences that you're going to see when it comes to the healthcare system. Now, if you're a citizen here in Serbia and you do go to the public healthcare system, you're not going to get the same quality of treatment. Depending on who you ask, everyone has their own stories, but that's what we've been hearing from the people that we've worked with. The next challenge that people have coming to Serbia is the cultural adjustment. Now, when it comes to the culture here in Serbia, we are a very old-fashioned type of people here in Serbia. We love to sit around at the cafes. We do still love the family unit here. One of the biggest things that people do not like about when they come to Serbia is that in Serbia, smoking indoors and outdoors is very, very predominant. And you can see it everywhere you go, especially in the winter when people don't sit outside and enjoy the nice weather. Or the cold weather, they're mostly inside in the winter. You can really notice how many people smoke, and I believe it's about 85 to 90% of the population that smokes, both men and women, in Serbia. So if that's something that you're going to have a challenge with, you're going to have to look at that. Also, if there's a wedding, parties, you're going to see them out on the streets. There's no such thing as having, certain events done a certain way. People will be roasting pigs out on their properties. They'll be driving tractors and hay. And one other thing that you're going to notice here is that in Serbia, we're very aggressive drivers here. So if you're coming from North America, where you like everything done a certain way, here it's kind of gas is on the right and go as you please. And when you do come here to Serbia and you're looking to rent a vehicle, more likely than not, you're going to be looking at driving a manual vehicle, which is something that many in North America don't even know how to do. So you can find an automatic car, but it's something that is going to be more difficult, and it's going to be easier to find something that is a manual transmission rather than an automatic transmission. Now, the other one is going to be the cost of living. Now, like I mentioned, most of the expats or people coming to Serbia move to Belgrade or Novi Sad, which are your two biggest cities. And those are the more expensive cities just in general. Novi Sad, like I said, that's where we're located, is a lot cheaper than what Belgrade is. However, Belgrade is where you have an expat community, a lot larger than Novi Sad, but Novi Sad has a different atmosphere here. It has a different lifestyle. It's more laid back. It's more called the Athens in Serbia, where you can sit down, go to cafes, relax. You're right by the Danube. You have a university here. It's very easy to live. Now, if you want to go down to Niš, it's going to be a lot more inexpensive to live in Niš. However, being that it's further away from the capital, further away from the expat community, there's going to be a substantially less people that speak English there. And so learning the Serbian language is going to be something that you're going to have to learn rather than wanting to learn. Then the next one that we see coming in as the last one is employment opportunities. Now, while most expats and people coming into Serbia, they already typically have some sort of business that is online that generates income or some sort of investments, so they're not really looking for employment opportunities. Those that are coming here on a work visa are typically going to look for work. And depending on what you're looking for, the wages here are not the greatest, but depending on what industry you're going into, construction is in high demand. You can go out into construction and make a ton of money here in Serbia. You can go work on the farms. You can get into IT. You can go work at local cafes, which are going to be minimum wage jobs, but hey, a job is a job. Now, those are some of the top challenges that we do see here in Serbia when people come here from foreign countries. However, we here at Relocation Serbia have helped people from anywhere around the world relocate here depending on how they're looking to relocate to Serbia. Is it going to be on a temporary residency? Is it going to be through marriage? Is it going to be through a work visa? Is it going to be through purchasing a property here in Serbia? Those are some of the ways we've helped our clients. Is it obtaining citizenship through descent? That's another process all on your own. What generation are you? Are you first, second, third? Those are all going to come into play, and those are things that we can help our clients with here at Relocation Serbia. So if you have any other questions, if you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button, leave a comment down below if you have any questions about relocating to Serbia, and I'll be happy to answer those in the comments, and I look forward to seeing you on our next video. Thanks for coming out, and have a good one.